Hello, hello, lovely people. Blueberry here. Welcome to the second episode of the Comfy Crafty Cooking Show. Today, we're going to be making a celebratory meal. I think it'll go along with all the different holidays and festivities that have been occurring for the past couple of weeks and will continue to occur. For this celebratory meal, I kind of had something in mind for like a party if you were going to be, I don't know, maybe waiting on something new, maybe looking forward to the start of something different, or maybe making resolutions, that sort of party. Nothing specific in mind, of course, but I believe that this meal will be great for any sort of get together or party you may be having. So, first things first, we're going to be making a rice roll medley. Now, this recipe involves a lot of different sushis and sashimi, and it may sound difficult just right off the bat, but really it's not too bad once you break it down to smaller steps and then work from there. So for this rice roll medley, as you might be able to guess, it does require lots of rice, and luckily I have a pond near my garden that grows wild rice. So I'm just gonna go run down there, get some wild rice, and we can get this recipe started. So as you can see, this pond has been growing wild rice for quite a while. I'm quite lucky to have found it, really. It'll make my cooking life that much easier. So let me just go ahead and start harvesting some plants. Be careful, by the way, if you don't know how to swim. It could be a bit precarious. But wild rice is absolutely delicious, and it'll be a great addition to any meal. I'm not entirely sure how much rice we'll need, so I'm just gonna go ahead and harvest all of it. Worst case scenario, I have a little bit of extra rice, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just gonna go quickly dip. Yeah, nothing wrong with having too much rice. I mean, you could always save it for another recipe, or just add extra as like a side. Throw some soy sauce on it. Call it a day. All right, now that I've got my rice, I'm going to head back to the kitchen. Okay, so the next part of our recipe includes fish, both cod and salmon. It also includes some dried kelp. Now, unfortunately, I don't have access to either of those just on my own garden, but luckily, we do have a very great fish shop that's just open nearby, and I'm really excited to try it out and check out the different types of not produce, it's not vegetables, but the different types of goods they have there. Goods, I guess, I don't know. Whatever, I'm excited to try their fish. So, let's go check out this new fishing shop. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm really enjoying just the little aesthetic of it all. It seems quite clean and also maybe modern. I don't know, I love the brickwork though. Today's special is cod. Well, that's great because we need cod. So let me just come in. Oh, what a quaint little area. Ooh. I don't need any of this right now, but maybe in future recipes. Who knows? Okay. Hello, sir. May I just say you have a very beautiful shop. Oh, well, I actually came here to purchase some cod, some salmon, and some kelp. That's great. I just need 2 raw cod, 2 raw salmon, and 3 kelp, if that'd be okay. Oh, thank you. And here is my payment. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again soon. Pleasure doing business with you, sir. Well, I think that went very well. The shop owner was very kind, very charming man, and I have come back with my raw cod. So, first things first, I think I want to work on the rice. If I come over here to this crafting table, all I'm going to do is throw in the rice, and then I can just get from wild rice to regular rice. However, I do still need to cook it, so let me grab some bowls, and we put the bowls in and the rice. And while that's cooking, I will start to prepare the fish. So I'm going to start with the cod. Okay, so cod, and then we just, amazing. I'm going to chop both of them. Now you want to be very careful for removing all the bones. You don't want anyone at your party to choke or, yeah, just to get injured by a bone in general. That would be horrible. So when preparing fish, always make sure that you take the proper time to debone or get all the bones out. And it actually makes great fertilizer. It's not really fertilizer, but it's great to use in the garden, help things growing. All right, now to the salmon. And once more. Great. So our fish is prepared. As you can see here, here is our chopped cod, and here is our chopped salmon, or salmon, however you want to prepare it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put my knife back. I like to clean up as I cook. It just helps to keep things more clean and orderly, and unfortunately I am really good at making a mess. So the more I can clean up as I go, the better. Okay, let's see. Oh, great. So now all we want to do is basically put the fish on the rice. Not too difficult. This is the recipe for here's the recipe for the cod roll, excuse me. So we're gonna need 3, which we can only get 4. We can't do half of 2, unfortunately, not in Minecraft. And now for the salmon roll, it's the exact same recipe, just with salmon. Very good. Okay, so we have our cod roll, and we have our salmon roll. And now all we need is another roll. The name is escaping me, but this is what our dried kelp is for. And actually, it's a vegetarian roll. So I'm gonna run out to the garden, grab some carrots, and we can start preparing that. Okay, we have our carrots. I don't think these need to be chopped. It's probably fine if I don't chop them. I am going to get to work on that next roll. So we actually have all the things we need. We have our kelp, we have our carrot, we also have some rice left. All we gotta do is put the recipe together. So all you gotta do for this recipe is you wanna lay the kelp on the bottom. You want to basically sandwich a carrot in between some rice. And then you just roll it up, and here you got a kelp roll. That's what I was trying to say earlier, a kelp roll. Oh, and now that we have our bowls back, I'm just gonna put them right back here. Oh, what the heck? I've lost a bowl. That's fine. Oh, sorry. Didn't realize I could just scoop stuff up with a bowl without having to enter the pot, but I suppose that makes sense. Anyways, we have our kelp roll, very delicious, and now we're just gonna chop it up into smaller pieces. There we go. So we have our kelp roll slice, and it's looking delicious, if I do say so myself. So, kelp roll slice, salmon roll, and cod roll. And all of that together is what we need to make our rice roll medley. So once again, we will just open up the crafting table and put all of these delicious ingredients together. So on the top, we're gonna have our kelp roll, and then we're gonna have our, we just need 2 cod for this, and then a bowl, and then our salmon rolls. And here we have our rice roll medley. Now it does look very complicated, and it's going to be very impressive to your guests, but really it was quite simple. Yeah, not too much hassle. I mean, having to run back and forth perhaps to get all the ingredients, but really it wasn't too difficult. So I think this would be very impressive for any sort of celebrationary dinner you may be having. Now, for our next recipe, what we're going to be wanting to make is a drink. to go along with our delicious meal. Now, when I think of celebration, when I think of holidays and festivities, I think of apple cider. So today we're going to be making our own homemade apple cider, and I'm actually really excited to reveal something that I've been working on in my garden. I spent a lot of time planting, I guess is the proper term. I can't wait to show all of you how well it's gone. Okay, I'm really excited to show all of you that my apple tree has finally grown some apples. So in the past, I've always bought my apples at farmers markets, and of course those have been high quality, delicious products. But I've just always wanted to grow my own fruit trees. So I decided to start with apple. I thought that might be the simplest. I don't actually know anything really about growing fruits, so I have no idea if it really was the simplest. But I think it went really well. And so, yeah, I get to harvest my apples now. We just need 2 apples, and we can call it a day. So we have our apples. That'll be plenty for the apple juice we need for our apple cider, but we would like to sweeten things up with some sugar. Luckily, I still have some bottles available, and once again, running out to the garden. This is definitely going to be a game for me. Run out to the garden and collect some honey to make our sugar. Okay, so I have the apples, and I have the honey, which I can just quickly make into some sugar. There we go. So we have sugar, we have our bottles to, of course, house our apple cider, and then we also have some apples. And all we gotta do is just pop this into the pot here, some apple, spread that out, some sugar, some bottles. Now all we gotta do is wait for it to boil. I'm not really sure what it's doing. I think it's boiling. And here we go, apple cider. A delicious drink, and a great way to celebrate, new beginnings, so to speak. So, I get to sit down. I have my apple cider. I have these delicious sushi to eat, rolls, kelp roll, salmon roll, cod roll. This was just a quick way to spice up your holiday meals. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's been a lot of fun putting together all of these different delicious rolls and also making a homemade apple cider with our very own apples. I hope that you guys have a great holiday season, have a lot of fun enjoying all the festivities around this time of year, and enjoy the new year. Bye, lovely people.